Hello and welcome to Russian Fishing 4. An absolute great game, but when you get in here initially, you may not know what to do, the very basics. So I wanted to create a short video on just the basics, and then you can start Googling and watching a whole bunch of people's YouTube videos on what to do. I would highly recommend on YouTube you type in The Canadian Way and also DT Gaming. They have a lot of different videos from beginning to very experienced. But I just wanted to show you what the basics are, because when I initially started this game, I had no clue what I was doing, and I had somebody come in my chat when I was streaming to kind of break down what the buttons do, because I just jumped in and I'm trying to play it. If I didn't have help, I may have just given up, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because this game to me is amazing and it has a very good community with support. So here we are. We drop in the Mosquito. This is your first lake. So the very first thing is you drop in at night. Well, you want to hit the F key, and the F is for flashlight. So you hit F, and now you have a flashlight. This will be very handy when you're walking around or you're fishing. So I just wanted to kind of break that down. F is for flashlight. So let's hit escape. This is your basics. So this right here is your water body. You can go through and you're going to see every water body that's in the lake. Now you're only going to be able to fish at certain lakes in the very beginning. And then as you get farther advanced, you can see the first two lakes there, you can travel for free. But then as you unlock, like say Oldberg, it's going to cost you $7.90 in silver. So $7.90 in silver. And it's very minimal, and I wouldn't worry about that lot. It may seem like a lot now, but it's not. And that's how much you'll pay to travel there. And then when you travel to another lake, you have to pay additional and so on. But the first two lakes are always free to travel. And you just hit travel free of charge. And the top left of each lake will show you what the lake's good for. So Mosquito, the first one, is good for float tackle and bottom tackle. Not so good for spinning. And it obviously is not marine. And then as you go to the next one, okay for float and bottom, but this is a great spinning. So it'll let you know what you can fish for. That's just some of the basics to understand there. So let's hit escape. And now, first thing I would tell you to do is open up the settings, go to control. This is very first day, first minute, what you want to open up. Take a screenshot, put it on the right screen if you're fortunate enough to have a second screen. Bring it up on your phone, whatever you need to do, because this is going to tell you all of your settings and your hotkeys. This is what I didn't even realize I had. Then I actually had this up for the first few days until I had stuff kind of down pat. But as you can see, it'll tell you how to accelerate, how to do everything. The flashlight, F right there. So just bring these up and then you can play with them and you'll get used to them really quick. So we're going to hit escape again. And we're going to go ahead and hit escape one more time. So your basics are, you have your W to move forward, A to move left, D to move right, and S to move back. Now I set mine to automatic run forward. So if you're walking really slow. I don't see a point in walking anywhere, so I automatically, if you hold shift, you walk faster. So I just set mine in the settings to automatically run. So now no matter where I'm going, I'm running, because time is money in this game. So that's the first thing that I wanted to explain. Now, some of the important hotkeys are going to be, you're going to want to see the map. At the very bottom right, you see the map. So you can take your mouse wheel and scroll in and scroll out. M on the keyboard is for map. Looks kind of overwhelming. This is the big map. As you can see, these numbers are changing. These are the coordinates. Coordinates are everything in this game. People do videos. There's so many discords. They're going to say, hey, this specific spot is really, really doing well. Pulling in trophy fish. It's just doing great. So they told you it's 50-80. All right. So you're going to want to hit map again to exit. And now we're like, all right, well, how do I get there? Look at the arrow. So I want to turn and face this way. Now on the map, you'll get this down pat really quick. You see I'm already facing that way. So let's try to go 50-80. Now if you look at the bottom right of my screen, the coordinates are moving. So I'm getting down here. Now you can see I am at 5080 on the map. I'm at 5080 here. So this is where you're going to want to fish if anybody tells you there's really, really good coordinates. And that'll be kind of like day 2 or 3 or whatever. So now I'm here. What are the basics of fishing? So you can hit escape and you can go to inventory and you're going to see you have a bamboo pole. If you left click on it, it's going to bring it up. It should already have the basics set for you. If you click each one, you can put different lines on it, different bobbers, different hooks, different bait, and you just got to simply click which one you want. Now you want to pick this up. So here we are. I have a float rod. So the basics are you hold left to cast and let go. And then you hold left to bring it back in. You're holding left to also reel it in. So if you can see that bar, hold left and it's going to go to 100%. I'm going to bring it back in. Now the first tip is you can hold this and hold it for another second and it maxes out. You'll throw it as long as you can possibly throw it. The first tip is hold shift and this will automatically, if you want, max cast for you. So you want to hold shift on that. Now I'm walking around and you can run with this. You run a lot faster if you put everything away. Okay? But how do I put the pole away? You want to hit backspace. Refer to your control page. Hit backspace. And now I put it away. So now I'm running. You run a lot faster. So I'm back here at that hole 5080. How do I get my pole up again? Well, you hit escape. You can go to inventory. Left click. Bring up the pole. Pick up. That's a lot of work. Now I'm going to hit backspace to put this away. So the button I is for inventory, as you'll see on your sheet. So I'm going to hit I. It brings up all the inventory. So I'm going to then left click on the bamboo pole and pick it up. That's a lot faster. I'm going to hit I again. I'm going to switch and pick this one up. Now I'm going to put that away. So you can see on here, I'm going to hit I. There's an order of poles. So you have your hot buttons, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are up top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And right now you want to hit U. And that brings this up. And it also lets you move. It moves anything you want. So if you want to put, I want to put this bamboo pole in number 3. Hold it with the left click and just drag it over. That's simple. Now, when you let go of U, you're back here. So your hotkeys are, I want to bring that up quickly so you don't have to go through I picking up the pole. It simply hit 3. It automatically brings it up for you. So play around with those and then you can set 1, 2, 3, etc. And then you get more for inventory, okay? So now you can see I have a thermos of tea here. And I have it set on number 4. Look at the bottom left, just so I can show you quickly on here because I didn't really know what any of that meant. The lightning bolt is your energy. That's how much energy you have. So if you haven't eaten a while or drinking a while, your energy is going to go down. If you're fishing a lot or fighting a very large fish, your energy is going to go drop down. So you're going to want to, drink some tea. The knife and fork is food. You need to eat food just to keep your energy up. That's not that important, but it's the way to keep your energy up. And then the heart is just your overall health in the game. You can't die in a game. Not that big of a deal. But the bottom one is sunshine. It's your comfort level. So all of these in theory, when they're far right, you're going to fish better, have more energy, and especially your energy up top is the most important one. You're going to want to make sure you're always full of energy if you're fishing for bigger fish, because it will definitely help you as you're fighting fish. So I'm going to put this pole away. Now, Another button, remember M is for map. Hit M again. C is for your catch net. The bottom right down there above the map, you can see my little fish and circle. 3 out of 150. So you're going to have 0 out of 100. That's your catch net. So you can hold 100 fish before you have to sell them. So I'm going to hit C, and it's going to bring up the fish that I have in my catch net. Hit C again, and it goes away. This is just for quick reference. So some of the other buttons that I had no clue what to do because I was having trouble fighting fish. You're going to want to hold the space bar. So when you're fishing, let me go down here and show you. Let me cast this out. Hit spacebar, it's going to bring up the net. So as you're bringing a fish in, you want to hold the net and then move it around, and you'll play with this. Just try it on your first one. Hit spacebar to bring up the net, put it away. If it's a small fish, you don't need to worry about it. But that's how you get the net out, is the spacebar. Okay, now, so those are just some of the very basics that you need to know. Remember, the F is for flashlight. So now, you're here at Mosquito. You really have no idea. You just dropped in. So you really need to just get used to the controls at first. You have 2 buildings here. This building here, you're going to go up, and to enter any building or interact is going to be E. That's the boat station. Or if you want to get on one of those that boat right there, you can buy a ticket. This is the fish market. So I'm going to hit E. This is where you can sell your fish. So you can say, oh, how much am I going to get for this fish? This fish is worth 22 silver. So you click on it. Oh, 22 silver. And then I'm going to hit sell. And then you earn that amount of silver. This fish is worth 26. Like 26 cents, 18 cents. So you just click on those and hit sell. And then as you get a whole bunch of fish, you can hold this one, and that's going to highlight everything, and then you would just hit sell. Up here is how many coins you currently have. So you want to keep an eye on that. Right here is the grocery store, which is not that important, but when you get a little bit of coins, you're going to want to buy some bread, and that way that's something, the cheapest food you can get to keep your energy up. And you're gonna be like, well, how do I get to that? Well, you can hit inventory, go to here, click food, and go, oh, I want to go to bread. Click that and eat up. It's a lot of work. You hit I for inventory, do it again, I, food. Oh, here's the bread. And remember I showed you earlier, you can hit the U button for your inventory to move stuff. You want to hit the T button, try this, T, and like, oh, wow, all right, I want to get rid of this. I want to put some bread, hold, left click, and bring it here. So now, let go of the button. Now 3, I'm going to hit quickly eat. You can see the bottom right, it says succeeded. So I quickly ate a thing of bread instead of having to go to I, search for bread, and then find it. Now, I want to drink some tea to get my energy up. I'm going to hit 4. Succeeded at the bottom. So as you look, that's the hotkey 3, the hotkey 4. So you can put any food or drink that you want in here. This is some of the easiest things I can tell you. Here's the cafe. So as you're catching a whole bunch of fish, the cafe has orders, and this is how you make your silver in the game. So you can go out and catch 3 of these as long as they're 30 grams or above, which is pretty tiny. The game is going to pay you $4.85 in silver. So you can kind of keep looking through those, and you'll see a lot of different videos on that. And that's how you're going to make your silver. So I would recommend, if you're catching, having fun, come back, find the cafe, hit enter, see if you have any money. Now, if you don't, if none of those cafes match to what you caught, At Mosquito, you always just want to come here, go to the fish market, select all your fish, and then this is going to tell you how much you're going to earn. Now, this is the grocery store. You can buy anything you want. Again, buy some of the cheapest vegetables you can. It doesn't matter. The vegetables, they're all going to get your energy up. They're all going to get your food icon down there full. So that's the grocery. Moving down, you got hardware. This is going to show you a lot of different tools that you're going to get. And this is much farther in the game. I don't think I even had to buy anything in this until I got to like level 20. So you're going to want to initially, once you can save up enough silver, buy a tea kettle. And then you'll see some videos on that. And then you're going to want to buy some matches and firewood. All pretty reasonable. And then you'll be able to see, you go to a fireplace at the camp. All the campgrounds are here. It's got a fireplace. You're going to start the fire, and then it'll show you you're going to make tea. So as you get to that spot, then you will just want to hit escape. And now you're going to come down and go to food. This will show you all the food you have. And that's where you're going to make tea. You're going to make coffee. So there's a lot of videos on those. That's a little more advanced than we want to get into, but that's the hardware store. This is the tackle store. So it's going to load up and it has a ton of different options. It can be extremely overwhelming. So you can search by this, you can do that search bar, but everyone should tell you the first thing you're going to want to buy is the feeder fishing start. And this is what it's going to come with. You can catch tons of fish all the way to like level 20 on this before you even have to think about getting another pole. Very, very good value for 150. Save up to that. You're going to get it pretty quick. I know you're not going to think so, but you'll get it pretty quick. And that's when you're going to be able to get into a little bit better fishing. And then as you can see, you're going to have fish 4,000, 5,000, 20,000. There's been people playing this game for 8 years. So it can take a long time, but the higher level you get, the more money you're going to make because you're going to get bigger fish. So just kind of play around in here. You don't have to buy anything, but you can play something. If you buy something, you can also, okay, oh, I bought it. I bought the wrong thing. So you're going to want to hit X, back out of the store, and now I'm going to come here to the store. You can see the button. If you can see it, it says Y. If you ever have to return something, as long as you don't use it, you can return it. So I'm going to hit Y. This will show you everything you can return. I didn't need this because I accidentally bought it. I'm going to return it. So that's the easiest thing I can show you, but you want to play around, and that's where you're going to get all your tackle. If you need a rod, a reel, all the different lines, again, people will help you in this game. Just watch videos. If you're streaming, people will come into your stream and just help you like they help me. It's a blast. Just take it easy in the first day and just slowly kind of learn some stuff and have some fun. That's the tackle store. On this map in particular, you have this hot food. This is a little eatery. You can do it once a day. You want to hit E. Succeeded. You got free food. You want to do that in the beginning because it's free. And when I say once per day, the top right, it says 0800. That's 24 hours in the game. Once per day, not your day, but in the game day. Every 24 hours is 1 hour in real life. I didn't know that either for quite some time. So these are the buildings in the game here at Mosquito. Now, as you get farther along in the map, you can see all the way across there. I don't need to go across. I just want to tell you. That's where you have different buildings. You're going to have buildings that are going to be able to fix your poles, change stuff on your poles, workshops. So those are advanced, but you'll see some of those as you get used to it. And this red, that is your actual house, so you can go in it, customize it. You're going to do that maybe way later in the game. But that's just kind of the basics of the map. So that's just some of the stuff I wanted to show you. Very, very basics. You can message me on Discord underneath this. MilitaryHammer is my Discord. You can go ahead and go under YouTube. Just put messages under this video if you have any questions. Somebody will reach out. If I don't answer it, somebody will answer your question. There is not a dumb question. I had so many ridiculous questions because I didn't know what I was doing. And luckily, people were in my stream to help me. But if you're not streaming, there's no one live to be able to help you. So you can get some other help. The bottom left, you can see all those things going. That's the global chat. That's the game chat. While you can't play with anybody in this game, it's single player only. You'll never see somebody else in the game. That is your chat. Your chat is Q. You want to hit the Q button. That's going to bring it up. So I'm going to be like, whoa, I don't know what to do. So you can just type in what bait works for mosquito. And you can just hit enter, as my spelling is horrible, and hit enter. There's my message. So in global, somebody can see this and they may respond to you. That's another way to help. I'm in the Canadian Ways server here on the game. So anybody in this will be able to respond. You'll see everybody else's fish. And see right here, Jamie Lee 86, depends on what fish I'm fishing for. This is a vital tool to reach out, ask for help. If you don't have anybody, if you're not streaming. So you can see how fast Jamie Lee, this community is great. So I wanted to leave you with that. Have fun, reach out, play with all of this. Just get used to it. It's not a game that you can just immediately jump in and start shooting like Call of Duty or a racing game. You just have to look at it. I have never played a game on mouse and keyboard, so this was new to me. I'm always playing on controller, which I can just jump in and I know what the controller keys are. This is very similar. It took me, I want to say, about 2 to 3 days. I got it pretty down pat, but then there is so many different tips that I don't even know yet, and this is my 35th day. So it's a great day. You learn something every single day. And Steelhead, absolute great guy. Doesn't realize I'm doing a video right now, but he also donated a lot to me yesterday. But you can see so many people are reaching out to help you. He's like, check the records for mosquito, and it'll tell you whatever, like what you want to catch. So let's hit escape and take his recommendations because he's telling you to check records. Well, how do you do that? Hit escape. And you're going to see right here, records and ratings. Left click on it. Now, all of this seems overwhelming. Right here, you're all regions. So I'm on a USA server. So you want to hit US because it matters. For different countries, the servers catch different fish. And different things bite for different places. Now you want to hit mosquito. This is going to show you every fish on mosquito. What's hitting that day? So you got, catfish, Crucian carp. What's going? Oh, strawberry. A fly is hitting for frogs. This is just a basics. If you don't really know what bait to use and you have nightcrawler or worm or red worm, this is going to give you a really good idea. So let's hit escape again. So I can just kind of go back in. Let's see the records again. Hit escape. Go to records. Go to your region. I'm US. I want to look for mosquito. And it'll tell you what it is. Fly. Hover over it. Pea porridge. Nightcrawler. Worm. And it'll tell you what fish it's going to target. So you may not know where to target a fish, but you're like, all right, let me just try. Just put some worm in on a bobber, and then you're hopefully going to come up with a couple good fish. This is what Chinese Sleeper is active on right now. But you can catch almost any fish with any bait. And it changes daily, weekly, just like real fishing does. So that's kind of the other last tip I'll leave you with is the records and rankings. So as you go back to escape, just remember to go to settings in the beginning, a little recap, go to controls, This is going to give you everything you need to know in the very beginning to go, all right, how do I do this? Flashlight, I don't remember what button it is. F. Oh, okay, I remember. So just continue to look at those. This is going to show you everything you can play with, your inventory, what skills you have, the lake, the weather, all that, just like real life fishing. If you can imagine you're fishing in real life, this game is as close as you're going to get to it because it was developed by real fishermen in the Russian 4 game. So they wanted to make this as realistic as possible. So again, get in here, learn some of the basics. It's going to keep you interested. I haven't even went over anything about how to fish, what to do. Just look up other people's YouTube videos. They're way more complex than mine. I'm a starter. I don't know how to do any of that. I just know how hard it was for me to just start in this game, and I wanted to kind of give the basics. So hopefully I give you some kind of idea, and if you can get one thing from this video, then I'm extremely happy. Again, I'm MilitaryHammer. Welcome to Russian Fishing 4, and I hope you enjoy it and play it for a long, long time.